family, friends, and community members of New Day Charter School. I asked you to join us today. I just have a few moments. I want to try to explain. We were provided $314,000 to be used by September 30th of 2024 from our federal government. It's considered the ARP ESSER funds, American Recovery Plan for Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief. So what I'd like to do today is take a few moments, highlight a few areas that we're looking at to utilize the funds in, and to seek any input you may have. I'm going to give you some very just specific guidelines we were provided, and at the end of the survey, end of the presentation, we have a survey that we would love to have your input. And it's pretty simple. It's a checklist. You can kind of click yes or no what you support, and any other ideas that you'd like us to consider. So the main goal here is to give you an overview of what we are thinking about spending the money on, and then gathering your input to help support us, support you and your children, or our children. So again, I mentioned we have $314,000, and we have until September of 2024 to spend. We have 4 key areas to address. Academic impact lost from instructional time. This is all COVID-19 related matters. So academic impact of lost instructional time, chronic absenteeism, student engagement, and social emotional well-being. Those are 4 areas that the grant specifically would like us to address. We have 3 student groups that we're looking to focus on. Our children with disabilities, students from low-income families, and students who would happen to be experiencing any homelessness. Those are our 3 student focus groups. We have 2 strategies. We would like to address both the academic need as well as the social emotional need. So one of our items that we would do for their academic need would be considering daily tutoring periods and built-in tutoring days for all students. And this would allow us to do some additional tutoring on Fridays, as well as providing a staff member to provide intensive tutoring support, focusing on the literacy areas and math, but also we want to certainly reach out to our science and social studies and any content area that's going to help that child be successful. This strategy does focus on the academic impact of lost instructional time, and it addresses all 3 student focus groups. This would be a new position if we go this route. The second part would be our social emotional well-being. You may realize that from the 1920 or 2021 school year, we had a social worker here 2 days a month. This past year, we're able to increase that social worker to 2 to 3 times per week, and we would like to consider for the next 2 years at least 3 or 4 days, and that considers both sites. That's both the Huntington and Mifflin Town site, so they'd be shared between both facilities. So we would like to look at increasing our expenditures and adding that support for all of our students. This has been a huge benefit for our student learners. So just to recap, the planned use of funds: ongoing and increased social work services, number 1. 2, intensive tutor support. And under that umbrella, we're looking at some instructional coaching and some coordination of models of interventions. I know I don't want to acronym you to death, but we have 2 models: PBIS, Positive Behavioral Interventions and Supports, and MTSS, multi-tiered system of supports that we would like to implement in the upcoming years. They would both fall under this position. Additionally, we will maintain our health and safety plan for cleaning, disinfecting, and sanitizing all facilities. We have increased that usage the last 2 years, and would prefer to continue to do so. We have some summer enrichment activities that we would like to consider for either enrichment or anyone who is for grades to maintain or to grow over the summer. And we included some transportation for summer school to be an after-school program or to be over the summer. Those are options that we would like to plan to spend the funds on. At this time, what I'd like to point out, there's a survey. We will post on our website a banner for you able to click on and participate in our survey. Our survey is very simple. It simply indicates, do you support the use of the following funds that I just described: social worker, tutor, cleaning and disinfecting, summer enrichment activities, and transportation made available for after-school or summer activities. Those 5 areas will be on there, as well as an other category. If you had something that you would like to add, we would love to have your input and feedback. So that's our overview of our intended use of funds for the next 2 years. We really would appreciate your support and/or your suggestions for our plan to implement these funds. Thank you so much, and I will follow up with, again, the survey will be available on our website, as well as a phone message will go out to confirm the survey is available, and we'd like to do that within the month of March. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.